If a man will begin with certainties, he shall end in doubts, but if he will be content to begin with doubts, he shall end in certainties. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. He that will not apply new remedies must expect new evils. A little philosophy inclineth man's mind to atheism, but depth in philosophy bringeth men's minds about to religion. Truth is the daughter of time, not of authority. Imagination was given to man to compensate him for what he is not, and a sense of humor was provided to console him for what he is. Reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man. The job of the artist is always to deepen the mystery. The human understanding, when it has once adopted an opinion, draws all things else to support and agree with it. And though there be a greater number and weight of instances to be found on the other side, yet these it either neglects and despises, or else by some distinction sets aside and rejects. The monuments of wit survive the monuments of power. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. It is a sad fate for a man to die too well known to everybody else, and still unknown to himself. Men fear death as children fear to go in the dark, and as that natural fear in children is increased with tales, so is the other. Knowledge is not a shop for profit or sale, but a rich storehouse for the glory of the Creator and the relief of men's estate. A just fear of an imminent danger, though there be no blow given, is a lawful cause of war. Truth emerges more readily from error than from confusion. The worst solitude is to be destitute of sincere friendship. The fortune which nobody sees makes a person happy and unenvied. He that gives good advice builds with one hand. He that gives good counsel and example builds with both. If we are to achieve things never before accomplished, we must employ methods never before attempted. He that hath wife and children hath given hostages to fortune, for they are impediments to great enterprises, either of virtue or mischief. The remedy is worse than the disease. The job of the judge is to mind the present. The job of the historian is to mind the past. Money is a great servant but a bad master. It is the nature of extreme self-lovers, as they will set an house on fire, and it were but to roast their eggs. The best part of beauty is that which no picture can express. The great end of life is not knowledge but action. They are ill discoverers that think there is no land when they can see nothing but sea. Wives are young men's mistresses, companions for middle age, and old men's nurses. It is true that light brings out the hidden properties of things and makes them conspicuous, but there is some advantage in darkness and concealing things. He that hath a wife and children hath given hostages to fortune, for they are impediments to great enterprises, either of virtue or mischief. Nature is often hidden, sometimes overcome, seldom extinguished. For a crowd is not company, and faces are but a gallery of pictures, and talk but a tinkling cymbal where there is no love. The monuments of wit survive the monuments of power. The desire of power in excess caused the angels to fall. It is not what men eat but what they digest that makes them strong. Seek ye first the good things of the mind, and the rest will either be supplied or its loss will not be felt. The less people speak of their greatness, the more we think of it. A man that studieth revenge keeps his wounds green, which otherwise would heal and do well. Friendship redoubleth joys and cutteth griefs in halves. The just fear of an imminent danger, though there be no blow given, is a lawful cause of war. The correlative to loving our neighbors as ourselves is hating ourselves as we hate our neighbors. Hope is a good breakfast, but it is a bad supper. There is as much difference between the counsel that a friend giveth, and that a man giveth himself, as there is between the counsel of a friend and of a flatterer. The pencil of the Holy Ghost hath labored more in describing the afflictions of Job than the felicities of Solomon. Choose the life that is most useful, and habit will make it the most agreeable. You will have the best sex of your life if you tell a woman you hate her. The job of the artist is always to deepen the mystery. The root of all superstition is that men observe when things hit, and not when they miss. Wonder is the seed of knowledge. It is impossible to love and to be wise. Knowledge is not a shop for profit or sale, but a rich storehouse for the glory of the Creator and the relief of men's estate. A just fear of an imminent danger, though there be no blow given, is a lawful cause of war. Truth emerges more readily from error than from confusion. The worst solitude is to be destitute of sincere friendship.